You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the game.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, 63 yards. And the Bengals are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Indy set to go on offense once more. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. This offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, where their defense has really struggled. They'll start out here with the option left. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
They need 2. Here's third down.
That's a gain of 6.
Mills to throw it.
Third and 2.
Working it. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 40.
To throw, Mills. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Stewart in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets us to the 48, but no further. No short of the line to gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown, 63 yards. And the Bengals continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. And McPherson on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Well, the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. On play action, Mills. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
Mills now from the 50. They'll swing this out to Giddens. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Working out of the gun, Mills. And now the ball's out. Followed near midfield. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown with a milestone here. Touchdown number 200 for his brilliant career. And the Bengals just continue to roll. McPherson on for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
McPherson now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have...
Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. This is Brown going up the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. We see double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
It's a gain of a yard.
And now they will throw and Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. And McPherson on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Colts getting ready to go. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try to play free and natural.
From the 31, here's second down and 3.
At the 31.
Now Mills. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
Here's Mills. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
At the 29.
Well, it's an old chestnut, but let's face it, offensively, they've got to have some pride here because this has been a worst-case scenario all game for them. Keep putting in the effort. Keep trying to keep your quarterback upright and get through the end of this one as quickly as possible.
Throwing on second and long. Mills. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Bengals grab it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Running right, here's Brown. 2 yards the gain there. Now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Burrow will throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Opted to run for it. The decision again, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
And the Bengals first down. A gain of 14. And the Bengals first down.
And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to hit him with something you don't see too often. But it doesn't work out. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, good move. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bengals are pouring it on.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
McPherson on for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
At the 26-yard line.
Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Here we go, Shaq. Cowboy.
Looking to throw is Mills. Finding Pierce on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
First down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he loses the football a second time. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
60 Eagles, 60.
Throwing, Mills. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Mills. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 10. He juked him. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Big 12, 12, 12.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. He's still on his feet. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
McPherson now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. Mills. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot right in midfield at the 50. Here is 3rd down and 4.
It's a gain of 9.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
One last shot from Mills. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Cincinnati, they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0 on the year.